The world is brimming with mysterious places, some of which have left people mistaken for a long time. Some are artificial and others are regular, yet now and again it is challenging to tell which spot is more mysterious. A considerable lot of these mysterious spots have differing clarifications. However, they generally remain issues people need to interpret. Answers may before long be found, however, before then. One can visit to investigate and consider these mysterious spots all over the planet. Hi there everyone, and welcome back to Top 10 Trends. Please subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you can get notified of all the amazing videos we'll upload. Like this video if you enjoy it. Let's begin. Number 10. The Blood Falls. Antarctica is an objective voyager who ought to visit something once. Albeit the planet isn't only known for tremendous ice, snow, and huge settlements of penguins. It is likewise known for a few extremely mysterious things. Antarctica's Blood Red Falls is maybe one of the most peculiar of all. This startling sight is really a huge fall of salt water that rises out of the ice and streams into Lake Bonny. The blood-like red shade of the salt water is ascribed to press oxide contained in the water, yet that doesn't make the sight any more straightforward to watch. Number 9. The Crooked Forest. The Crooked Forest is a site of 400 trees with reversed question mark shapes situated close to the town of Gryphino. The sights alone make it seem to be a scene from a dream domain, and it is frightening to stroll through the forest. While numerous things have been credited as the reason for this special peculiarity, the genuine justification for this unusual sight remains to a great extent obscure. The way that the trees are undeniably bowed in a similar course even intrigues individuals more about this weird forest. Number 8. The Gateway to Hell. Many societies and methods of reasoning all over the planet trust in the presence of the underworld, and keeping in mind that there are many spots accepted to be gateways to the underworld. The Gateway to Hell in Turkmenistan may very well be the nearest similarity to this fanciful spot. This site, otherwise called Darvaza Gas Crater, is described as a crater of consistently consuming gases that were said to have been uncovered during a Russian flammable gas boring task. This site is only one of the various instances of mysterious locales made by the activities of man. Number 7. Eternal Flame Falls. The Eternal Flame Falls is a cascade in western New York with a constantly consuming flame in a little cavern underneath the sprinkling water. This mysterious peculiarity is said to happen because of the presence of petroleum gas in the cavern, which keeps the fire consumed. While the fire stays consuming for the greater part of the year, it gets at times stifled, after which it is lit again by the following individual visiting. One can visit this mysterious fascination in Chestnut Ridge Park, and there are bunches of things to appreciate other than only the sights of the consuming flames behind a cascade. Number 6. The Doll's Island. Chucky Doll, the person in Child's Play film, was for sure frightening. However, while one attempt to fail to remember all that repulsiveness, the Island of Dolls makes it difficult to neglect. Situated on an island in the Xochimilco locale, this area is loaded up with frightening news and unnerving sights, yet the most terrifying part is the account of the area. As per the story, a man who lived on the island started balancing dolls on the trees subsequent to finding the body of a little kid suffocated in the water close by. The story was that his activities were spurred by the fright of the little kid's apparition. The hanging of the dolls turned out to be considerably more extraordinary after dolls began showing up mysteriously around the island. Tourists will be excused for getting frightened that a doll could show up with a tracker blade to go after them. While the alarming appearances and frail appendages of the dolls are sufficiently terrifying, the island is even said to in any case be spooky by the apparition of the young lady who apparently suffocated in the waters a long time back. Number 5. Bermuda Triangle. Assuming there's one spot that consolidates secrets with outrageous risk, it is most certainly the Bermuda Triangle. Situated in the North Atlantic Ocean, limited by Miami, Puerto Rico, and Bermuda, this mysterious spot, otherwise called the Devil's Triangle, has been accepted to swallow many boats and airplanes, departing no hints of them anyplace. This causes the triangle to appear to be a connection to some sort of secret world not yet found by people. One theory behind the mysterious vanishings of vessels in this triangle is that rebel waves sufficiently strong to obliterate ships much of the time happen there. While this theory might be acknowledged by a lot of people, it doesn't make sense how planes flying over the area mysteriously disappeared without sending trouble calls, or how hints of lost vessels couldn't be found anyplace after Braun hunts. Reports have been delivered by a few legitimate associations and people in regards to events in the Bermuda Triangle with explanations. For example, just God and the ocean realized what befell the extraordinary boat, and maybe the planes had traveled to Mars. This rising secret has made this piece of the Atlantic Ocean a subject of a secret that actually bewilders and entrances a large number. Number 4. Lake Hillier. Lake Hillier is one of only a handful of exceptional spots in the world that is both mysterious and wonderful. The lake sits close to the Pacific Ocean on Australia's Middle Island, and its water has a beautiful pink variety that makes it stand apart from the blue ocean and the encompassing vegetation. The reason for this extraordinary bubblegum-like variety remains generally obscure, however, numerous theories encompass it. The most generally acknowledged theory is that the saltwater lake gets its special tone because of the presence of green growth called Dunaliella salina. Maybe a few things ought to simply be delighted in rather than comprehended. Number 3. Akigahara Forest. There are such countless mysterious things about Japan, however. Akigahara Forest is the most unusual one of all. For a very long time, this forest has been known for a certain something, suicide, which is the reason it's nicknamed the Suicide Forest. It has been assessed that north of 100 bodies are being recovered from this forest yearly. Many actually don't have the foggiest idea why individuals pick this rich forest as their last resting place. One story guarantees that the forest was home to Japanese phantoms quite some time in the past, while another case is that old individuals were once passed on in the forest to kick the bucket. While the obscurity, human belongings, and the spooky quietness encompassing this forest are sufficient to impart dread in the personalities of individuals, it stays a thrilling climbing objective for some. Number 2. Easter Island. The 16,628 hectares large Easter Island is a distant island in the southeastern Pacific Ocean, found 3,700 kilometers off mainland Chile's coast, and is important for the nation's domain. The island is popular for its old and enormous, strange 1043 moa head statues with dead looks that on normal are 13 feet in level and weigh 10 metric tons. These statues are in Rapa Nui National Park, which is a UNESCO World Legacy Site. They were produced using volcanic stones by the Rapa Nui Polynesian individuals who originally involved Easter Island from 600 to 880. The head statues additionally have middles some to some extent or completely covered. A large portion of these moa head statues has them covered by the ocean and are on stone stages called ahu, which hold up to 15 statues. As indicated by verifiable records, each moa head sculpture addresses a singular family that lived there. Those families contended with one another on which family could fabricate the greatest moa sculpture. In October 2022, a fire made unsalvageable harmed many moa that likewise face environmental dangers as well. At last, number 1. Jiangxi Dangxia National Geological Park. In China's Gansu area, which is 124 square miles in size, Jiangxi Dangxia National Geological Park is renowned for its colorful stone developments. From the get-go, a photograph of this park in the Kilian Mountains' lower regions seems to be a laid-out rocky scene drawing. Jiangxi Dangxia National Geological Park is considered among the most astonishing scenes in the country because of its tones. There are heaps of steep red bluffs, meters high, and kaleidoscopic ridges extending to the skyline. These grand and bright scenes were made by sandstone and minerals being layered on top of one another during that time as the structural plates moved. Because of its interesting arrangement, this UNESCO Global Geopark is an optimal photography objective. So these were the top 10 most mysterious and spooky places out there in the world of 2023. Which one seemed the most mysterious to you? Comment down below as we'd love to hear your opinions. Do subscribe to our channel so you can get notified of every of our amazing new videos that we'll upload. Like this video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.